Hey guys, and welcome to another F1 2020 live stream. Today we are going to race around Bahrain and Bahrain, no, not Bahrain, Silverstone, Britain. And yeah, and the reason why I had Bahrain in mind is because, of course, of today's race. Okay. Suki. I never look at this. But it seems like you can use suggested gears, which I guess it's okay. So, back to the race. Quite a scary one, I would say. I think that's the best way to describe it, especially, of course, is the first lap, and even the restart, with Stroll facing or being upside down. But of course, the big one was Romain Grosjean's crash, which thankfully he walked away from. And it might be he only got some burns, and that's it after that big of a crash. But no, there still hasn't been any news of there being any other injuries. So that's really great to hear. Or, well, actually, not to hear about new injuries and being discovered, which don't seem, which you can't see from outside, like internal bleeding, and some other scary things that, you know, you walk away from something and then they have these effects on you later. But it was a huge crash. 53 Gs, I think Haas said, so pretty brutal. He has gone straight into the barrier. He penetrated it, so yeah. Huge crash. I was so shocked. I sat in front of the TV and looked like I didn't even know who it was. At first I thought it was an Alfa Romeo, then I saw that Kvyat was in last on the timing, but then thankfully we've seen the video of Romain walking away or being in the medical car, and yeah, rest of the race, of course, as I mentioned, Stroll being upside down, pretty interesting too, but other than that, Verstappen might have been able to challenge for the lead. Not sure, but you know, he had a slow stop and that pretty much took away any chance of him competing. So yeah, that was today's race, and our virtual race is 2 minutes from getting started. I did practice a fair amount, about as usual, I would say. On qualifying, I think invalidation going into Stowe will be the hardest part, and surprisingly I was quite a bit off the AI, which I am normally on par with. So yeah, I just have to hope that these guys are about the same pace as I am, because compared to the AI, I was surprisingly slow. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe it was a good time. What I can say is that I was about I had that same amount of gap to the really good guys. Bit more than 1 second in qualifying, as usual, to the top guys. In VOR and TSRL, which were pretty recent races I watched from DRL Limitless, JD, and yeah, about, as I said, same. Other leagues, you know, they do mean something, but you know, as the game goes on, you get faster, and maybe the next time we go to Austria or Australia or any track, for the second time you can be half a second faster just because you played the game for 5 more months. And the same thing could happen with a racetrack that you've been on for the first time. Now, let's see. It's raining, actually. Well, I did not prepare for that. But I do have a high downforce setup. You can see here about the usual philosophy I use when I set up the car. What I'm going to do is, yeah, put a bit more fuel in and try to go for some
Take it easy to start with. The track's
warm-up
wet.
laps, and then, you know, getting used to the conditions. I'm not gonna count on Jeff telling me rain is gonna stop. Not gonna count on that again. It's actually pretty heavy, so my high downforce setup could actually help. And the other thing is about this track is that, Jesus, you know, from the start to the first corner, which of course is a flat one, at least, you know, in normal conditions, is not, is a short run. So, and there you can really close the door and stuff like that, so first place does mean a lot. So I should just drive a bit faster to just get used to the conditions and stuff like that. Interesting how we hadn't had a wet qualifying until France, and since then it's only been wet. But, you know, can't complain. I do think I could have been in a much better position if I was to do a last hot lap in Austria.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Okay.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
That is hard. So freaking hard. For some reason it said I had 2 purple sectors, but it said on the right, but on the left it said that I was down by 3/10, arriving into the 2nd sector, so I mean, okay, I'd rather not give this to the AI, but pretty low tire wear. Jeff said this is gonna stay with us, so okay, so now I can see the improvement. Actually, I'm just gonna wait. Till now, I can safely have a look at my data. You can see it gradually, or well, not so gradually, coming down. A 30.7, which is of course not a purple sector. A 40.0, which is faster, mine. Then the first place guy, 26.6. Again, faster, so I'm actually pretty close there. Am I not? 37.1, 37.3, so this is really close, so exciting. Now, this is really close racing.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 37.3.
6 laps of fuel should be enough. Let's have a look at this. No purple sectors, actually only the last one is purple, and the game said that was only
Engine fired.
green, so do not believe the sector indicators on the top right, because they are freaking lying, dude. They are telling you the exact opposite of what's actually happening. Okay. I have to find... Fuck. That's fast. I have to find 5/10, which is a lot harder than finding 2 or 3/10. You know, I'll have just the tiniest bit less fuel and... Okay, I can do 2 laps, right? I'll have time for 2. To be honest, it feels a lot better than
confirmed
than before. Fewer updates, I mean, I guess. But
the radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. Inters and wets will probably have similar pace at the moment.
Might only be placebo effect. It did feel tiniest, it does feel a bit better. Even as I say that, I get tons of understeer. Now with the low wear and my last sector was too good for me to beat. Yeah, others were really fast. Yeah. Only if I matched that last sector I did before, I could have been in what's it, P5. Not happy with that at all, because yeah, going through the first corner, I lost quite a bit of time, and then yeah, that last sector wasn't as good as it should have been, and yeah. P6. I should really be aiming at P4, P5. Especially because you know, it's a flat out corner. It's going to be messy, in my opinion, and I'm in the middle of it all. Like, let's just hope we can get away nicely. I don't know if I should opt for the medium to soft strategy, because tires are like, there's tire wear isn't a real factor on this track. Softs can go close to half distance. The mediums are even better. And I'm on the inside. Yeah. Just don't want to get squeezed to the wall. Yeah, I think lap 12 to 11th should be good, and a bit more fuel just in case I need to be on the attack. And wow, that's a bit scary.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
I'm gonna just have to try and, I don't know, just get away from the pack of soft runners behind. There's the fast Red Bull driver, the championship leader, the mediums, so, you know, he's a fast guy, he knows what he's doing, he's leading the championship for some reason. So that gives me hope I chose the right strategy at least. You know, it's gonna be interesting. Especially, well, the whole first stint, because mediums can go
No rain
long,
expected. No rain expected for the time being.
the softs can go long, and they really don't drop off that much. That got me nervous. Not gonna lie. Because that means my getaway won't be as good as it should be. Yeah, I just really don't want to have another race with a broken front wing and trying to fight back, especially on this track, because on
The rest of
this
the grid
track
is
I
forming up.
don't
Be
really feel like I have that much space. Really did not need that push, mate. Don't you dare.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
God frickin' damn it. Don't, please don't. Two warnings in the first lap, well, that basically means got myself a penalty.
DRS is now enabled. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Green flag.
scary.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Started catching. Now's the time when mediums are faster.
That's P6. You've moved up into P6. You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
Lost focus for a split second. You know, that's how it works.
Fuel management has been superb all race. Keep it up.
Most people have penalties anyway, so it is what it is.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Box. We're coming in this lap. Our gap behind is 13.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 13 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:28.9. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race. Go, go, go. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires. Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Damn it.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race. Nice work, that brings you up a place. The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2. Okay, clear. This is your final lap of the race.
Yes! 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 Come on! Woo. Made the strategy work. Oh my god. Ah, that feels good. Oh, so good. Oh my god. Whew. God damn. My gosh. You know, that penalty gave me a headache, but god, on the last lap I was pushing so hard. Oh, driver of the day as well. Oh, that feels great. Come on! Yes! Get the hell in there! Clean and... Oh my god. Did have some luck with people battling ahead and, you know, people going off the track ahead of me, but... My god, yes! Feels so great. God damn it. Whoa, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, because that was pretty fucking great. Oh my god. I mean, if not for those first lap incidents, well, mainly one of them, I wouldn't even have any warnings. The first lap into the last corner of the first sector. But I don't freaking care. And fastest lap on the last lap as well. With basically 0 ERS left. Well, 0. Exactly. And actually I had my fastest middle sector on the mediums. Interesting. My in lap. Yeah, I was... No, the Red Bull guy, he was really, really fast. I mean, if not for him, this would never have been possible. Because, you know, he was pushing so hard in the first stint. Let's see the second guy. First stint, that so we can stay with the guys on the softs. That made all the difference. Then, you know, I decided to undercut him. Well, that was my strategy, but I was relieved when he didn't pit. Didn't mess up the pit entry. And yeah, after that I was pushing my arse off, but it was goddamn worth it. My God, I feel like this is a much more deserved victory compared to France. Even though in France I was, fast in both the wet and the dry, I think. But I won this on track, not by penalties. I don't think I did anything even close to that stupid as I did on the last lap with that questionable defending. And yeah, basically after that it just felt so great. Thank you. Of course I need this. God damn, I was pushing so hard. Literally, I just looked at the gap and I knew I had to push because if not, then I'm gonna lose this on penalties. And oh my God, feels freaking great. Let's see. I got yes. Come on. That was so fucking great. Oh my God, I can't tell you. And I know it's only F5, but it still feels bloody great. And these guys are fast too. Maybe we are half a second slower than this top split, but on one lap, the race, about a second slower on one lap pace in qualifying, but it's good racing in my opinion. Everyone raced cleanly, even in the first lap, which I was really afraid would mess up the whole thing. Yeah, to be honest, I pushed really hard there. Guy who finished second with no penalties was actually 2 seconds behind me, so I gained 1.5 seconds on him in 2 laps with basically no ERS. So yeah, well, I was in the faster tire, but 12 lap old softs aren't as fast as they could be. Let's see. When did he... I think he was inside 3 seconds. For the most part. No, he... Okay. I didn't bloody care. I won. It's so great, and thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah. Next up is... I actually don't know. Maybe Hungary. Should be Hungary, as you can see. I was practicing before. Yeah, it's gonna be Hungary. Yeah. Yeah. And I even gained lots of points in the first place, so good race. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.